In that vein,
Yeah.
House Speaker Pelosi worried about the opposition, the tone of it perhaps leading to violence, as it did in the 70s. There's more recent examples of anti-government violence occurring even in the mid-90s. Do you worry about that?
Well, look, I think that we have an obligation in Washington as leaders to make sure that we are sending a strong message, that we can disagree without being disagreeable, without questioning each other's motives. When we start caricaturing the other side, I think that's a problem. Unfortunately, we've got, as I said before, a 24-hour news cycle where what gets you on the news is controversy. What gets you on the news is the extreme statement. The easiest way to get 15 minutes on the news, or your 15 minutes of fame, is to be rude. And that's something that I think has to change, and it starts with me, and I've tried to make sure that I've sent a clear signal, and I've tried to maintain an approach that says, look, we can have some serious disagreements, but at the end of the day, I'm assuming that you want the best for America just like I do.
You get a lot of airtime, too, though, and your views are not rude. I don't think you'd
Well, you know, I do occupy a pretty special seat at the moment. But I do think that, look, I mean, let's face it. If you look at the news cycle over the last week, you know, it hasn't been the sensible people who, you know, very deliberately talk about the important issues that we face as a country. That's not the folks who've gotten a lot of coverage.